Aw. I love these tools I have at my
That's
disposal.
wonderful.
So coherence, many parts moving as one. So here we are with the lightning path. It's a map of consciousness, and we're adhering to that map cycle after cycle after cycle. And there are threshold moments. There are moments, culmination of an energetic that's been building over time, and it's all mapping back to this one laser point of view kind of thing.
Mhm.
And we're keeping with it. We're keeping it alive, and it's gaining more form all the time, and it's becoming and exhibiting coherence. You know coherence when there's no internal argument, when action feels inevitable rather than forced,
Mm.
and energy flows without friction. When I know when you get into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, they talk about frictionless, the frictionless movement of value. Uh, and I always often think of that when that word comes up. And the old coherent laser light, I love that. It's so connected.
Yeah.
When these two images didn't come together, I brought them together. And
Mhm.
they really tell the story there.
Really.
Yeah, can you just leave this up for a second?
Say again?
I just want to leave that up for a second. I just want to
Oh,
take
okay.
this down because that's what we're playing with in our Chiron group is coherence.
Right on.
That is the word of
Word
I
of the
think it's the
day.
word of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, unity is another word that comes up with coherence.
And as I'm looking, the serpent, a friend of mine who is actually performing tonight, Bill, just took a trip on Hub, is it Hub to Nanaimo? He deals with collectibles, and it was a dragon, quite a large dragon that
Mm.
somebody there that he purchased. Rather than shipping it, he carted it over there. But looking at this reminds me of the
Mm.
dragon, makes me think of.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're welcome. There we are at the 0 days, ready to launch into another lunation on the path. And I love that we're sustaining our get-togethers. New and full moon. For a long time, it was just the new moon that I was celebrating with people, and this is so much more complete now as
Hmm.
we're really connecting with the whole structure of the wave, and yeah, I love that.
I have your book, obviously, but I
Yeah.
haven't gone through. Is this in it? Is this
No, these graphics are I've picked up since then.
okay?
At least I don't think that one's in. Now I did shuffle a lot of images, and it may well be in there. But I certainly talk about the lunation cycle and the Tzolk'in, of course.
Yes. So, except I'm just looking. The first quarter and the last quarter are the same. Should the shadow not
Wow.
be on the other side?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Oh, okay.
Eagle eye.
Oh, look at
Call me Sherlock. What?
that. Yeah. That's how we started.
But the general idea we get.
Yes, and I feel that.
Right on.
I love the feel of it. Which is, I guess, what took me to that, because I wouldn't have thought looking, but I felt it, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So expanding out from that very cryptic sense of where we are, here we're at the new moon, and this is the 5 CAUAC we're coming into. And the painting on the left is the CAUAC painting was co-created by myself and Teresa Wild.
Wow.
And that's 21 years ago. And this particular glyph and the music that goes with it, which I'm going to share with you, that was out of the 13 that we did. I think this was probably the most intense. It was really, musically, I had to conjure up a storm, have it feel like a storm, you know. And God, it was such an exciting time. And this is what I'd like people to get, is that you can, if you align yourself with the hieroglyphs as a source of inspiration, it can be very fruitful. They're there to help us bring into form, these principles we're working with. The mandala principle, I mean, it pervades all of them, but we've got whole transformative processes depicted here. We've got the Great Mother coming on, the overseer of this whole 13 moon journey. And if the artist is on board and wants to, express, these are it's food for the soul as far as I'm concerned. So CAUAC. The arrival of 5 CAUAC signals a season of activation. The storm has entered the temple. CAUAC is the sacred force of renewal through electrical release. It is the trembling sky before transformation, the flash that suddenly illuminates what was hidden, the unexpected surge that awakens sleeping powers within the human spirit. Tone 5 brings empowerment, organization, and the gathering of spiritual resources. It asks each of us, what energies am I carrying? What powers am I cultivating? And how shall I direct them wisely? For lightning path adventurers, this new moon may arrive with intensified emotions, vivid dreams, sudden insights, unusual synchronicities, or unexpected disruptions to old routines. Rather than interpreting these movements as obstacles, consider that the cosmic wind may be rearranging your inner architecture. 5 CAUAC often dismantles rigidity so that living energy may flow again. This is not necessarily a quiet moon. It is a catalytic moon. Hang on to your hats, folks.
Yeah.
Like lightning splitting open the darkness, illumination may arrive suddenly and without warning. Long-standing assumptions may crack apart. Relationships, goals, or identities built upon unstable foundations may reveal their weaknesses. Yet within this process lies blessing. The storm recharges. The storm restores forgotten vitality. For those consciously walking the lightning path, this lunation favors grounding the nervous system through nature, also simplifying emotional entanglements. And I have symbols, a whole thing in front. I can't see all those words. So anyway, we're on to the next. CAUAC reminds us that spiritual awakening is not, whoa,
Whoops.
an unexpected event.
Oh.
Ah! CAUAC reminds us that spiritual awakening is not always soft and gentle. Sometimes awakening arrives as voltage. Yet the deeper teaching of CAUAC is refuge. In the ancient tradition, the storm symbolized the sanctuary where family gathered together while the rains purified the world outside. Thus, this moon asks, where is your true refuge now? Not merely physically, but inwardly. Can you stand within emotional turbulence without losing connection to the deeper center of your being? As Neptune continues humanity's passage into Aries, many people may feel increasing psychic intensity, restlessness, confusion, inspiration, or accelerated change. Under 5 CAUAC, the invitation is not to panic, but to stabilize the inner flame while allowing the storm to do its sacred work. The wise adventurer does not fear lightning. The wise adventurer learns to conduct it consciously. Now there's shadow associated with this CAUAC moon. The shadow expression of 5 CAUAC may include emotional volatility, impulsive reactions, burnout, nervous exhaustion, addiction to drama, conflict escalation, spiritual inflation, and finally, confusion mistaken for revelation. This moon, therefore, asks for balance between inspiration and grounding. Drink water, rest deeply, laugh often. Avoid feeling unnecessary conflict. Stay close to what is authentic, simple, and life-giving. So all of this text is compliments of ChatGPT. So just put that out there. Any commentary at this stage?
Well, it sounds like the CAUAC card that we have.
Mm-hmm.
So ChatGPT seems to be onto something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel, well, just from yesterday, this lightning bolt with my carpool wife. Yeah, all of that is showing up as possibilities to learn from. And yeah, that lightning would be maybe this sudden, can we talk, is like a lightning bolt.
Mm.
And I've usually run from lightning bolts.
Mm.
I got knocked down by it literally once.
Mm.
So
Wow.
when it does actually happen, I prefer refuge inside.
Can you say more about that? Is there a bit of a story there?
Oh, I was just out in the woods as a 19-year-old, cutting up old cedar that was fallen like in the 1800s and turning them into cedar bolts for shakes.
Mm.
So I was out there by myself waiting for the crummy, which is the van to pick up the cutters. And I was waiting out there exposed on this landing because it's all cleared. And the lightning was pretty rare out there, but this bolt hit and it knocked me over onto the ground. No burns or anything. And then I got up and the crummy arrived and I said, wow, I'm glad you guys are here.
Wow.
So yeah, when there's lightning warnings and that, I heed them.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching them, some of those Alberta
Oh, yeah.
lightning storms.
Yeah.
They're beautiful to observe, but to be out in them, I just feel, ooh, that electricity is coming towards me.
Yeah.
So this real feeling of staying grounded
Mm-hmm.
is what I feel when the storm comes through. So I did my best yesterday to stay grounded when the lightning bolt of Can We Talk
Mm-hmm.
came through. So
Well, and on that note, Arguelles turned me on to this understanding, and that is that what you'll find with transformations like this, connecting into nature and in cycles, is that at the end of a cycle, there's a subduction zone where it's like you're getting a preview of what's coming up, or you're getting a seed that's going to grow and develop over the upcoming
right.
season. So I'm always on the lookout right at this time of the month, like really be open to getting that little seed insight.
Yeah.
And sometimes
What new is
like
emerging?
this. What's that?
What new is emerging?
Mm-hmm.
Like when I see it's written the unexpected disruptions to old routines.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I even mentioned that I was pretty predictable, the old routine. And now it's like, I'll drive myself.
Yeah.
Feels like it feels like a real example. And stabilize the inner flame. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. That's a good seed for a painting.
Yeah. So an inner flame is like,
Kundalini.
yeah, keeping it in some kind of containment too,
Mm-hmm.
and not flaring out as anger or jibes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so very cool. The shadow material.
Mm-hmm. Onward,
Yeah,
Brenda. Yeah. Suggested practice at high noon during this moon cycle. Pause, breathe deeply, feel your feet upon the earth. Then quietly affirm, I welcome the sacred storm of awakening. May lightning illuminate the path before me. May I become a clear vessel for coherence, courage, and transformation. And so the journey continues, one moon at a time.
Yeah, it's nice to know the lightning can illuminate the path. It doesn't have to hit me.
That's for sure.
Just this last week, sitting out on the porch, things, there's been all the pollen, the construction, and I was dealing with the breathing stuff. But
Mm.
when you said about experiencing things ahead of time, all of a sudden the raindrops started to come
Uh,
bit by bit by bit, and you could just feel this complete shift in energy. And then there was some thunder as well. And
Hmm.
it's like I could feel everything you're talking about.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. So I'm advising you to turn up your volume, and we'll just share this. Just a meditative moment here, but it is a long song.
Okay.
But the headphones and or more volume. This was created before high def.
Hmm.
Wow.
Mm.
I enjoyed that eagle portal at the end there.
Yeah. Whew, that's intense.
Yeah,
So much
yeah.
there. Oh my goodness.
I really got the sense I felt like I was returning from the previous moon launch and return,
Mhm.
and that I was coming back, and in that intense, uh, rigorous music, I remember seeing how that reentry into this atmosphere is like 16, 17,000 degrees.
Mm.
How intense that is to be able to arrive to this place. I
Mm.
go,
Mm.
uh, so it gave me a curiosity how any visitors would have to be pretty prepared
Mm.
to get through that.
Mm.
Because talk about intensity.
Mm.
To arrive to this place that suddenly, like all the rhododendrons are out here now, and they're enjoying this gentle sunlight and shade. And then that intensity of just arriving here to see that stuff from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Very fascinating.
Mm.
But yeah, the way that it was moving like it was just ready to come in through the atmosphere. Very cool.
There was one segment it took me right to the Strait of Hormuz.
Hmm.
and the whole conflagration over there.
Huh.
I'm still blown away by how much was in there. And then was the straight when it looked like the water, but then there was the hand. So it was
It
the
was right
five
in,
that
yeah,
were,
in that segment in there.
yeah, and that we're at five. Yes. I don't even know what to say. It was just profound. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Hmm.
I like how you mentioned high def,
Yeah.
that it wasn't high def. And I said, well, that's what things look like when I don't wear my glasses. So I'm okay with that. But now, yeah, when something from YouTube comes from like the 60s or 70s, it's like, what were we looking at?
Mm-hmm.
He was, and it looked clear at the time,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
now it doesn't.
Yeah.
How interesting is that?
Mhm. So, who would like to read this one?
Well, it has man in it. I guess I will.
Right on.
If a man does not keep pace with his companions, perhaps it is because he hears a different drummer. Let him step to the music which he hears, however measured or far away. Henry David Thoreau.
Mm.
Yeah.
Reminds me on leaving one of the trips to visit at Bragg Creek, Dwayne,
Yeah.
when I bought a rain stick, and I remember you like really encouraging me to um, dance to my own beat.
Ah.
Exactly this, and how you helped me in that journey
Mm.
and in this journey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a couple of decades ago.
Just like yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank goodness that's one instrument I know how to play.
Which one's that?
The rain stick.
Oh, yeah.
I do have one of those, so I can handle that.
And for all the newcomers, if there are any, just the lightning path presents a vision of what is now emerging, a spiritually attuned, cosmically synchronized humanity, not through dogma or force, but through direct experience of harmony, recurrence, and inner light.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really seeing that more and more with the coherence. It is not forced, it's not a dogma, it's it's happening. It's a happening.
Mm-hmm. Kaboom! We're back.
We're back. Yeah, that's definitely a good entry into the new temple, the new moon.
Hmm. Yeah, a lot could happen between now and full moon.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I like that visual and coherent with the laser light versus the LED light.
Hmm.
And I love on your wall, Dwayne, to the right or left, however one is looking at it,
Yeah.
of your head with the center and the rays.
Yeah,
Okay.
There, yeah,
it's a
over
beautiful piece. Yeah.
your halo. Your
My long hair.
yeah. I wish. No,
You got lots there. You're
I
making
did
good
some
use of
trimming.
it.
Pardon?
So you're making good use of it.
I did some trimming this morning. Maybe too much there. Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've got all levels of hair.
Yes.
So is that wood inlay?
No, it's paint.
It's painting?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like mahogany and
Yeah, that would be an awesome
spruce. Yeah.
wood piece.
Yeah.
And did you paint it, or you or Teresa
Yeah.
paint it?
No,
You
I
did.
painted that on my own.
You did.
That's when I was with Anne, actually,
Okay.
in West Vancouver. All 64 hexagrams are
Oh,
Oh, wow.
okay.
right on at the edges. That's where they're signified.
Ah,
So I've used this horizontally, and I've got little well, little symbols of the planets basically,
mm,
and like Snoopy on red skis for Mars.
okay.
So you
I
get
think
the idea.
I
Yes.
think you've just invented a new board game.
I thought about that.
Yeah.
Yes.
It really
That would.
helped when I would do readings with people. I could just bring out the symbol, and they immediately seem to grok it.
Yes.